Hi Virgo, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. This is going to be your own reading today, Virgo, and today, Virgo, we have two spreads for you, right? This is This is a love reading. This is a reading of obsession, but not obsession like in a bad way. Sometimes obsession is seen as kind of very extreme. This is a beautiful reading. It's both beautiful and tragic, yeah. We have only today 3 oracle cards here. We have a spread here, and we have a spread with the tiny deck. We do. And if you guys want to get a look at the tiny deck real quick here, there is the tiny deck to the right. You can always back up the video if you would like. Some people really like to be able to see the cards. But the camera right now, I'm going to keep it on the main spread, the bigger spread here, right? And we're using different cards in the, today we're using these cards in the bigger spread. So at the heart of the matter, Virgo, is this card here of this couple, and they call this Eros. And Cupid is in the background, like, you know, pulling the bow, right? Holding the lyre and pulling the bow. And these two people are in the garden, almost like the Garden of Eden they are. And they are standing up, and they're holding hands, and, you know, here's the woman and looking into the man's eyes, and he's looking into her eyes, and they're young and they're naked. And so these two people can't live without each other. This reading is about you really can't live without somebody, Virgo. And you really love this person. We have the black mass here. This is like blind faith. Like, kind of like, I don't mean blind faith in terms of, you know, like a fool. Like, you know, only a fool believes, that type of thing, right? Blind, like blindly trusting people who are, you know, kind of running the show. I'm not talking about that kind of blind faith. I'm talking about somebody who knows at the bottom of their soul, at the bottom of their heart, that they know with conviction and without one tiny doubt that they love somebody and that they really want somebody. That's what this is. You may be sacrificing somebody here in this reading as well, because the black mass, that's what they're doing. They're at a satanic ritual, and here's all the dumb people just watching here. Dumb or evil, right? But I feel like most people, you know, either one, dumb or evil, right? They're watching. But in this card, these people are sitting here in this building. You can't call it a church, although they have the cross in the reverse because they are devil worshippers. Yeah, they are. There's a lot of that here in our country that people don't really know of. Yeah, it's wicked, right? Yeah, it's awful. But here, you know, these people are looking on because they too have like a blind faith, right? So this is about you, Virgo, really, really loving somebody. That's what this is about. And you know this deep in your heart as a conviction. Over here, I feel like you are, let's look at these oracle cards, and you have the card of temptation. And this is regarding the story of Paolo and Francesca, right? And, you know, she loved him, but she was married to his brother, Giovanni. Yeah, and this is the card of temptation in the Lover's Path deck, which can be, you know, seen as the devil, right? But because the devil can be seen as temptation. But she loved his brother. But her parents made her marry the other brother for political reasons, right? To, you know, for money and power and things like that. And so, at the end of the story, I'm not really sure what happened, but this is about like a rescue and two people who love each other regardless of if they have another partner, regardless if they're married, regardless if they live, you know, on opposite points of the planet, or, right, regardless. That's what this is about. This is about two people coming together. So the Crusader is here too, and this is in your highest expectations. You know this path with this person is going to be difficult, because he has the sword stuck into the rock. I feel like you are missing somebody here, Virgo, and that's what this card is about, Eros. It talks about not being able to live without somebody because the spirit is not enough. Right? The flesh. Touching this person, being with them, making love with them. This is what you want here. Right? Yeah, this is what you want for sure. Yeah, this is like, it's really a touching reading. We have breeze too. This talks about surprise and revelation and discovery. So here you've discovered that you really love somebody and you can't live without them. And you're rising up, Virgo. You're rising up because we have Pearl here, and this is empowering, uplifting, and elevating. I feel like you didn't reach for this in the past, but you really either you went through a major awakening to figure this out, but you didn't really reach for it. I feel like you are rising up now to reach for it. And here with the discovery card, right? She who surprises. You surprised yourself. I believe this is about somebody from your past that you never got over, but you might not have known that you really kind of deep down loved this person. Maybe you were distracted from their love, from their heart, from your heart, because maybe you were with somebody else. Because it does look like you are leaving somebody here very afflicted here, right here. We have a man walking on a path almost like in the middle of the desert here. And it's a long, long, lonely path. And this person is walking with crutches and a broken leg. So this is a really, somebody has a really hard path here. And, you know, this lady here who has surprised herself is, it's really a beautiful card. She's opened the curtains here. And when she looks outside the window here, all the butterflies are in front of her fluttering, representing a brand new beginning in love and a transformation. So over here, I feel like you are expecting somebody to maybe be, I feel like we have this man, the crusader, he is stuck on his path, right? He can't be a crusader like a warrior without his sword. It's stuck in the rock or the stone. And over here somebody has a broken leg on a really long, lonely path here. So let's see what it says about the crusader. Maybe he is not called a crusader. Maybe he is called prevention. Let's see. But this card, yeah, fruitless effort. I feel like you are expecting somebody to possibly really have a hard time on their path. Let's see what it says about this card here, because yeah, this is actually prevention. But he does look like a crusader right here, right? Kind of like a warrior type. Let's see what it says. Fruitless effort. You are expecting this. It could be what you want. The band, the power of destiny. This is what I mean. This is destiny. This is fate. And you're trusting it. You know that your fate and your destiny belongs to somebody here. Somebody you really love. Somebody you're really attracted to. That's what this card is about. The two naked people here. Somebody you are really sexually attracted to. And somebody who has touched the bottom of your heart. They actually call this card prevention. Blockage. You're expecting somebody, I feel like, to be kind of blocked. And that's why we have the affliction here. With the man with the broken leg on a lonely path. You're expecting somebody to feel blocked in their life path. Because I feel like you're leaving them. And it says, you try to charge headfirst into things at the moment. Failing to realize that your efforts won't get you anywhere. This is what you are expecting. Somebody may know that their efforts are blocked here. I feel like there could be somebody bitter here. We have Moira here, and this is her name, and she's sitting outside. She's an older woman, and she is seen here, I believe, as a nun, right? And this is somebody who is like bitter. It's interesting how they have her as a nun, almost like she like regretted becoming a nun, right? Yeah, let's see what we have. And it says appeasement with fate. Yeah, and this card here talks about destiny. The prevention card. Like this card is like nothing. You're blocking somebody. Like you're preventing somebody here with your own destiny and fate. We see it here twice. You are on a path to war with destiny. Okay, let's see. This is about wisdom. Embitterment. Yes, this woman is embittered. Like she's bitter here. Powerlessness in the face of destiny. That's what's going on, Virgo. Wow. And it says you are on a path leading to war with destiny. You have to realize that the path you are about to take will harden you and steal your breath. You are so hostile now that no one can appease or approach you. So this person that you are walking away from, that you have left here, over here, afflicted here with the broken leg, Virgo. All right. That's not funny. But this person is powerless in the face or in the fate of destiny. They have no power here. She's holding like a scissor and she's cutting something here. And she's sitting outside in the snow and she's older and she's bitter. You know somebody here, you know you're blocking somebody here. Like you know somebody will be blocked on their path and blocked in the way of, it's almost like you know you're leaving somebody here alone in the middle of this desert here where there are some rocks. So, but it is, it's like a desert, and he's leaving the desert and he's walked way down this path alone with a broken leg. You know you're leaving somebody in that wake or in that fate. Powerless in the face of destiny, thaw. So we have here, Virgo, we have, this is, I believe, called the family. Let's have a look at this card. And the man here is, the woman's handing the baby to the man, and they are next to the river here, and they look very happy here. Let's see what that card has to say. Yeah, this is a good card, I believe, and this is coming into play. So this is unfolding very soon for you. Let's see what it says here. Okay, yeah, this is the family, and this is the third force. Yeah. There's a card here in this deck that talks about the third force. Maybe this is it. Yes, you have contributed to the creation of a third force, but refuse to become involved. You refuse to accept it spiritually, choosing to give the third force over for adoption instead. Maybe you are not admitting to this person you're leaving behind on this path here. With the man with the broken leg, you are like giving into a third force. That's what you are doing. But I feel like you are refusing to possibly tell somebody here. This person who is embittered, this is kind of leaving you. I feel like you have decided to leave somebody and to move forward to be with somebody, and you know this person here. You know they will be embittered. You know that they are powerless in the walk of fate, or in the hands of fate. This person is powerless because this fate and destiny that you are walking toward and accepting and embracing will block this other person for sure. Let's see what else it says. You have contributed. Okay. Confession to a relationship. This is coming, unfolding. You're confessing to somebody here. And this is why over here the bitter lady is here. She's here on the outside. This is what you know is going to happen when you confess about a relationship. You're confessing to somebody here. Wow. What we have coming soon is a sacrifice. Here is the evil woman dropping the baby into the fire. Right next to the black mass. You're sacrificing your union. That's what you are doing. Or a union for another one. This is called abortion. Selling the soul. Sacrificed femininity. Imagining feelings. Spirit, this is coming soon. spiritual dependence, depression, concept of motherhood. When we see the concept of motherhood, it could be accepting a new beginning. It can. And because motherhood is the creation, right? Let's see what else we have for that. You have sacrificed your soul to the enemy of the living, and now seek comfort in others. You cling to the hope that someone can free you from darkness. The path that leads you to light is long. You must first descend into the depths, into the world of the shadow, before you find your way back to the living. This is coming soon. I believe this is this person here that you are confessing to. Yeah, you're making a confession, and somebody is sinking into the depths of darkness here. So let's see what we have over here. We have the Indian lady who is meditating, and this is your relationship with somebody here. You could be meditating right here. Let's see, this is a brand new card. I have to be honest, I have not seen this card. OMG. No, this is a new deck too, but I've never really come across this card in a reading. But it's clear here. Here's the woman, and she is meditating. She's got the red dot. I believe that is Hinduism on her forehead. Let's see what else it says. What would the world be without meditation, right? Let's see what we have. Let's see if I can find this card. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's see what it says. And this is retreat. Loss of ego, contemplation, re-identification, inconspicuousness. Yeah, inconspicuous is like, I believe, where you are just kind of out there in front of somebody. Let's see, realization, existential crisis. Yeah, you are in a crisis. For sure, an existential one is correct. A feeling of nothingness. There is nothing more to do now. It's time to take your leave from the stage. Your world becomes barren, gray, and colorless. Don't look for causes. That's just how it is. You have no role to play at the moment in both senses of the word. Try to accept this fact. So you're exiting a situation here. You're in an existential crisis, right? Your existence is at a turning point. That's what this is about. And this is how you are affecting somebody else. This is the card of affliction, as I was saying. This card of affliction is that it's almost like you are kind of cutting somebody below the knee, yeah, so they cannot move on. So their path is so much harder. It's a little dramatic the way I'm saying it here, but here's the card, you guys. It's a dramatic card. All these cards are very deep and dramatic. Affliction, impairment. This is how you are affecting somebody. Difficulties, lack of contact, the invalid, reflections, clarity of thought. Yeah, you have lost your agility at present. I feel like this is somebody else. Your movements are inert and lame. You cannot advance. You still haven't understood why this point in your development is so important that you have to stay there for a long time. Somebody feels immobilized by this. The path ahead involves coping with handicaps and encouraging yourself to be more patient. Somebody here is really afflicted here. Your hopes and fears, Virgo. Here is the jester, and he is taking this grand leap of faith. It is a crop between these two cliffs, kind of, right? So it's a big leap of faith. Yeah, it's not everybody would take the leap like that. No, it takes courage. I feel like you have, in this reading, it's really an interesting reading, but I feel like you have gone from really a high to a major low, and now back to, you are making your way back to a high. I feel like you have sunk to the depths of despair here, because I feel like there is somebody that you really love here and that you are going toward. The first card is a naked couple looking into each other's eyes. But you know you are like harming somebody here. I feel like you took a long time for this because you knew you would really hurt somebody. But I also feel like you have a responsibility to yourself, because you really love somebody. Like, you know this is your destiny and your fate. It's really beautiful. This is very, very deep. We have two cards that talk about fate and destiny. Let's see what it has to say about the jester. It's called the quantum leap. Yeah, a huge leap here. The quantum, I believe, has to do with like leaving one realm to another. Yeah, change of paradigm, exactly. Leap into the unknown, the sannyasin. This is some type of, I'm not sure Hebrew, I'm not really sure, you guys. Liberation from religious dogma. Yeah, so dogma is when you kind of just believe what you have kind of learned from society. Sometimes dogma, it has to do with indoctrination. It is like you're leaving behind these old beliefs. Maybe that you had to stay with somebody. Maybe that if you married somebody and you had a child, you had to stay there. But you are leaving all these paths behind, and like you're in another paradigm now. Change of paradigm. It's beautiful. It says the fool on the roof, the knowledge of knowing nothing. Yeah, you don't care. Like, this is your hopes and fears, that you're going to make this quantum leap, and once you reach the other side of the cliff, everything, you'll have a new beginning in life. He's doing it with like courage. His hands are up in the air like, whoa, well, let's go. Let's do this, right? And it says, you are confused and disoriented. You can hardly hold on to the old. Yeah, you can't hold on to the old. No, clearly feel the need to take the leap from the old, but lack courage. This is in your hopes and fears. You could also be hoping here that somebody will have courage. You're doing this, Virgo. You're doing this, even if you are doing it without courage, right? I remember when we were kids, right? You know, we'd play these games and, you know, jump from that fence. And you know you were afraid, but you did it anyway, right? Little tomboys running around the neighborhood. Jump off the fence. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, and so this is in your hopes and fears. Your outcome, Virgo, is this card of... the man is sitting here cleaning these cups. I feel like it is a card of humility. Let's see what it says here. And the wise one is standing over him. Let's see what this says. What? Master and disciple. Yeah, so here is the wise one, the master, of course. And this is, you have learned here. Yes, it's like you went through this like apprenticeship almost, right? We have learning and teaching, spiritual difference, eternal student. This is your outcome. Con man. Okay, Virgo, don't get mad here. Spiritual non-commitment. This is, you're leaving a situation where you are not spiritually committed and going to another union where you are terribly, I mean that in a good way, where you are very much spiritually attached to somebody, spiritually committed. And that's where the blind faith comes in here, or the black mass, where you believe in this so much that you have sunk to the depths of despair in order to have this. That's what this is. You're making a confession right here. OMG. You have to beat two different paths. On the left path, you remain a student. On the right path, you will have become the teacher. Both belong to your current development with equal time and measure. You have gone, Virgo, from the student to the teacher, and that's what this path is teaching you. That's what this path has brought you. It's really a beautiful reading, Virgo. And let's look at the tiny cards here before we end the reading, you guys, and just so you guys can see the cards. In the past, Virgo, you were carrying a burden here. I feel like you wondered right here, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, if you could have give and take with this person that you are jumping off the cliff for. Yeah, here you are as the jester, right? Taking the quantum leap. And now, in the current, these cards really kind of speak to the past, the present, and the future. This is you, the King of Pentacles. You're defeating somebody right here. This is a defeat. And this is loss as well, the Five of Swords. It could be for a Sagittarian, or maybe you're leaving a Sagittarius. The Queen of Swords is in the reading with the Gemini card. This Queen of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but and in the near future is you're making a choice to walk away from somebody right here. The Eight of Cups and the Lovers, this is a choice. The Nine of Pentacles is reversed, Virgo. You're going to be single. You're taking a choice. You're taking a leap of faith very, very soon. We have unfolding the confession. So we're going to end this reading, Virgo. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, you guys rock.